Hey, so this is the first actual vid in my not so little art series. Anyways, I'm not gonna bore you all with an intro, so let's get on to the design. I get that I may initially look like I am tracing the design for Eclipse, but the main reason why it looks like I am is because what I am doing is getting the basic line work and silhouette done, since as of now I am not really used to drawing in a cartoonish style similar to what Quell uses, but I still want to ensure that most of her silhouette was the same as the original. Anyways, the main changes I did make may seem minor compared to the designs I'll make in the future, but this is due to the fact that for a werewolf like Eclipse, there isn't much I realistically can do with the fur without making it look weird. Now, the main changes I did make to the liner is not many. What I did do is I gave her more defined floof, distinct pupils and irises, small decals and stitching on her capelet, and some string on her wrist. Now, when it came to her color palette, I didn't change much since all I really did was make her paw pads and inner ears a muted pinkish red. I also made the decals and her irises a goldish yellow, and I also made more silver as color for the string stitching and the ring on the planet decal. Now, excluding the additions to her color palette, there is also the difference between the OG 2D design and my redesign for her and all of my future designs. The is that instead of having a black outline, her and all the other toons will have colored outlines corresponding to the part of the body that the lines are on. I.e., the fur on her stomach and maw are a bluish gray, while the majority of the rest of her fur is closer to a slightly muted cobalt blue. Until we get to the phase where I talk about the background, I'm just going to give you guys some music to listen to. And lastly, the background. I made alongside the design I gave for her name. Although it is simple, it translates somewhat well for her. The purple and blue sky with the clouds primarily just show how she is affected by night, or at least darkness, which is why I also made her have a slight glow, similarly to how she glows in blackouts in the game. When it comes to the design I gave for her name, all I did was make a slight callback to the moon on her forehead. Nothing more. Well, that's it for my redesign of Eclipse. I'm going to give a slight hint for who I am drawing next, which is that it's a toon whose name is a slight pun.